There are a lot of black men out here who advocate dating white girls. It's all upside. Au contraire. There are many, 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 many downsides to dating white girls.
Many.
And I think I'm done.
I mean, probably. I mean, I can think of a couple off the top of my head, but...
Just dating white women?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear them.
I mean, we got to wait for him to talk.
You said you could think of a couple off the top of your head.
Yeah, but I know not to say anything. Oh. I know better. I've learned better.
Number one, the first thing that black men need to be well aware of regarding white girls is white girls are naive about the struggle. They have no idea what it's like to see a cop in the rearview mirror and have your heart rate elevate, have your blood pressure rise.
Okay, well, what are you doing that your heart rate has to elevate?
I don't know. I'm not scared of cops. Honestly, when I see a cop in my rearview mirror, I get a little pissed off. I actually speed up a little bit. Anyway, I've never had that happen. Now, I would say probably some black people and some black people I know, heart rate probably races.
Because they have something in the car they shouldn't be getting pulled over for, or something in the glove box that maybe doesn't belong to them legally.
It might not even be that. It might just be that they don't have a valid license.
It could be many things.
I know a lot of people riding around that don't have a valid license. Actually don't have insurance on the car, or the tags
borrowed the car,
or the tags on their car are not the tags that's supposed to be on their car. Like, listen,
white people do that too.
But I'm just saying, it's like, listen, look, I'm not saying this is just a black thing. I'm just saying it's like he's just talking about the struggle.
And I'll give you a perfect example of white females not having no idea about quote unquote the struggle and black people, we live in a different America than white people.
I don't know what America he's living in.
I thought there was only one.
There are different categories of America. There's the criminal category, and then there's a non-criminal category. Then there's a category where you kind of on the fence, and I do understand if you kind of on the fence. What I mean that you kind of on the fence is that you play the part, dress the part, but you might not be a criminal, but you kind of are on the... Listen, if I saw you walking, I might think, I'm not quite sure. It's kind of like that thing where the old Dave Chappelle skit is like, if you're dressed like a firefighter and I come up to you and when there's a fire and say, hey, there's a fire. And then you're like, well, how dare you? It's like, well, you're dressed like a firefighter. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying all criminals dress the same. You got white collar criminals. You got blue collar criminals. Some of the worst criminals are actually white collar criminals. But anyway, but the thing is that, listen, sometimes people do stereotype. And I'll imagine cops stereotype. Listen, I stereotype. Like, I'm not even going to beat around the bush. Listen, I still look, them white kids when we pulled up. You remember that night we pulled up, there was like 4 or 5 white kids walking around in our neighborhood. And I was like, it looks like trouble. Mm-hmm. You know why they look like trouble? Because they were walking around with baggy stuff and pants on and dark clothes.
Tonight when I was leaving the neighborhood, there was two white kids got out. They parked and they were looking both ways, and they looked behind them, went across the street. I said, "Oh boy, these kids are up to no trouble, no good."
Yeah,
I come home, picking up dinner. 15 minutes later, the cops are out there with the kids, 2 more kids, in a Jeep into the tree.
Oh well, yeah. Well.
African American men live in a different America than white females, obviously. And I'll give you an example. When I first started dating Devin, okay, we didn't always live together. When I used to go to her place, there was this light right outside her place that says, "Don't make a right on red." And the first time I pulled up to it, I'm driving her car. She's like, just blow through it. I do all the time. I looked at her, or passenger, I looked at her, I was like, what the f*** are you talking about? Yeah, just blow through it. I do it all the time. I said, "Sweetheart, you're a white woman. I'm a black man. Cops let you get away with more than I do." Then she goes on and on about, the cops here in this city are totally cool, da-da-da. I'm like, did you not hear what I just said? You're a white woman. I'm a black man. Like, cops don't give a fuck. Listen, you think cops are great because you're a white girl. I don't think Devin's ever been arrested. She may have had 1 ticket in her life, right? She's never had that kind of incident. She just doesn't understand.
I'll be honest with you. I break traffic laws every day. I actually broke some today. I did. I made a illegal U-turn. Actually, I make U-turns everywhere.
You do? Yeah.
Actually, the best thing is like when I'm on the interstate and people are, crowding the interstate and you can't get around, I actually pass in the on-ramp.
And then you get pulled over and you cry and beg.
And I get out of it.
And please.
And I get out of it. I'm a great actor. Listen, I should get an Oscar for some of the performances that I've had as far as getting out of tickets. Listen, look, it is not beneath me to do what I need to do to get out of a ticket.
See, I follow the laws. I do what I'm supposed to do, and my heart rate still goes up when a cop gets behind me, and not because I'm white, but because I'm cheap, and I do not want to get a ticket because I don't want to pay money to the state.
Well, like I said, I think I've only had 2 tickets in my life, and one I was like, but I have been pulled over by the cops. I've been pulled over by the cops over 20 times. And I've been in the wrong each time they pulled me over. The time that the cop pulled me over, actually, I passed somebody in the turning lane. I didn't know he was behind me. When he pulled me over, he said, "You can't do that." I said, I didn't know that. I didn't know I couldn't do that. I said, "I'm sorry. I won't do it again." I said, "But I really didn't know I couldn't do that." I said that, and he actually chuckled and he said, "Well, as long as you don't do it again." I said, "I promise." He let me go. My heart rate does not go up.
When you're doing something wrong, you get a little nervous. Like when we're on the bike, you're blasting the music and the cops come up behind you.
Yeah, we got the ticket at the beach that time.
Yeah, you might not get so lucky next time.
Hey, I get lucky a lot of times. Now, I won't get lucky if I catch the same cop twice. I do know that. So I have an area that I know not to do bad in again. But gives me a chance to work on my acting skills.
The second thing you need to understand is they don't really give a struggle, nor should they. White women will never understand about the struggle. The fact that your white girlfriend could not give two about your struggle as a black man, that's not on her, but you have to understand she doesn't care. Now, she cares about you, right? If you get harassed by the cops, if you're racially profiled, she's going to raise holy hell because that's you, right? But she doesn't give a about the plight of black people, guys. They really don't care.
Now, this is crazy. And the reason why I say it's crazy. What do you mean it's not crazy?
It's not that, I mean, I can speak as a white person. It's not that I don't care. I do care. But you can't help everybody. I mean, you help who you can help.
Here's what I'm saying. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want you to care about everybody. You need to care about me.
Well, I do care about you, but I mean, I'm just saying that you know where we live. There are people on every single corner begging for stuff every single day. And there are some people who really look like
where we go out to.
Okay, well, I'm saying in the city where we live.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. This is going to be controversial, but here's my problem. My problem is this, is that I feel like a lot of these people that stand on the corners, this is a business for them. And the thing is,
Some it is.
I feel like a lot of them is, because there was a guy that come up to my window the other day, and he had a new backpack and new shoes. Now here's the thing, I'm not hating. Listen, if people want to give money, listen, but it's just not what I'm going to give money to. Now the thing is that I have at points said, listen, if you got a sign up that says that you're truly hungry, then I will go buy your food. But then when sometimes I'm offered to go buy the food, it's like, no, I just want the money. It's like, now you're trying to play this game with me. And so, to be honest with you, I don't give money to people that are standing on the corner or anywhere anymore.
I do.
I don't. And so now what I'm gonna go to is this: is that what he's saying is, to me, is not true. Because listen, some of the areas that I grew up in, some of the areas that I've been around, things like that, I am more critical about people, and especially black people, asking for something than white people are. You are quicker, and white people are quicker to give black people money and give black people other things than a lot of black people are. Because the thing is that we've been around a lot of things that have, I would say, kind of hardness to a degree. It's like, okay, like, as much as I really want to help you, I don't know if you're really playing this game on me. And so to, as a fail safe, I'm just going to say, like, listen, I'm not going to help you, even though I may want to help you, but I'm not really sure if you're really in need or really not in need. And so I would say for a lot of the money that's sent to Africa and different things, I would say that's white people. I would say during the BLM riots and things like that, that was mostly white people. And so to say that white people aren't, caring about the overall struggle of black people, I think it's a little false. Here's the thing. I think, what did they say? We're 10, 12% of the population. How the hell did Barack Obama get elected twice? It wasn't just black people electing him. And so I would have to say, is like, listen, I hear what he's saying, but I don't subscribe to to what he's saying, because the thing is that, I'll be honest with you, a lot of white people I've been around, and even in talking to people in your family, I've had to be like, whoa, like, wait a minute. You guys are looking at this from the outside. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they're like, well, black people have it so hard and things like that. It's like, some do. And like I said, I will say some do, but some is self-induced. And well, I'll say a lot is self-induced. And the thing is that the ones that really do need help, yes, you would really like to help them. But the thing is that you have to wade through all this other stuff to get down to where you can find the people that really need the help.
And that's where I'm saying you can't help everybody.
Here's another thing. Your white girlfriend, she thinks that you are the exception to every stereotype out there. In her mind, she wants to rationalize, okay, I made a good decision. He's a black man, and I know I'm going to catch some heat, but he's not the typical black guy.
I don't really understand that one.
What? Not typical black guy?
He's making it sound like she's ashamed of being with a black guy.
No, what he's saying is that the white woman that's with the black guy is saying that I picked a black guy that's not a stereotype. That's not a, whatever stereotype the white.
It's not like other black men?
No, that's not like a stereotype. Like, not in jail.
Of what?
Most black men are in jail. Most black men have a record. Most black men don't have any money. Most black men have baby mamas and stuff like that. So the stereotypes. And so basically saying is that
there's a stereotype of white women who are with black men too.
I don't even know what that is. So you probably know that. So okay, so what is that then? I'm nosy.
Most of them are really big.
Anyway.
Do you not notice that?
Look, I don't pay attention.
Oh, you're such a liar. At least be honest. If I'm being honest, be honest.
So you're saying most of the white women that black men are with are really big?
Yes.
Okay, you said that. I didn't say that.
Do you notice it?
No, because I will say...
Don't lie.
Well, here's the thing. So... I would say it's 50-50.
That's such a lie.
No, the only reason I would say it's 50-50 because the black guys that I know that are with white women are actually with white women that are in shape. Like I'm saying like the ones that I know.
The ones you know. Now walk out into the public and just...
But I don't hang out in those areas. But
so you know what you know and you're not being honest.
I mean, I'm just telling you what I see.
Okay.
And so, I
you
see
and
the
I
athletes.
go to the same exact places, but we see different things, obviously.
I don't know where you be going when you're not with me. So I'm going to have to question where you're hanging out with.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. So
you don't have to think about people you see or people you know. Is that a stereotype?
Well, I would say the same color couples that I see, like the white on white couples, like a lot of times, like the woman's bigger, and the black on black couples, a lot of times the woman's bigger. I think just
women are just generally bigger, you're trying to say?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, really. So to be honest with you, a lot of the women that I see is not bigger are probably single. If you really want to think about it, a lot of women that you see that are in relationships are bigger. How many women do you see in relationships that are actually in shape?
You mean bigger than the man, or just bigger in general?
Bigger. Just bigger.
I don't think so.
Who? They're not like, they're not like, two-piece bathing suit.
Okay.
All right.
I may listen, I have a podcast that I'm well-spoken and this and that and the other, but make no mistake about the fact, gentlemen, like, don't let the light skin and the strong command of the English language fool you. I embody a lot of the negative stereotypes of black men. Yes, I have been arrested several times. Yes, I've spent time in jail. Yes, I have a criminal record. Yes, I have a violent temper. This is how it is.
I don't have any of those. I mean, like I said, I do have the temper, but my temper has a control volume on it. I know when to be mad and when not to be mad. I know when to show it and when not to show it. And so the thing is that, yeah, hey, I don't embody any of those stereotypes. I guess I'm not all the way black then. I mean, if that's what a black man is, I guess I'm not a true black man. I might be, a hybrid black man. I might be a new generation black man.
I am not special, okay? I am not he's a black man, but nothing special about me. Your white girlfriend will rationalize in her mind that you are the exception to every stereotype. Now, this doesn't mean that I am the stereotypical black man. Obviously, I'm not a hood. I'm not an Uncle Tom or anything like that.
Okay.
Uncle Tom.
It's a black guy that tries to be white. that kisses up to white people and tries to be white. Yeah. And tries to denounce his blackness. But anyway, so just because just because he speaks well and yada yada, and that he says that he's not hood, but he's been to jail multiple times and you have a felony, doesn't mean that you're not listen, if you were white and been to jail multiple times and had a couple felonies, if the cops got behind you, your heart rate will go up. It doesn't have anything to do with the color of your skin. That means that you're making a lot of bad decisions, a lot of bad choices in your life. And the thing is that I really don't like the stereotype. And the reason why I don't like the stereotype is because the thing is that a lot of black men, unfortunately, because of just things like this and because of white people speaking online and things like this, a lot of black men get put on that stereotype. And the thing is that I think we do it to ourselves sometimes. And the reason why I think we do it to ourselves is because we are enforcing what people, just like he's saying, is like, hey, I'm nervous when the cops get behind me because I'm black. No, it's because of your actions and what you've done in your past that makes you like that. That's why when the cops get behind me, listen, especially when I'm in the Mustang, I speed up a little bit, but I make sure I'm doing right in the speed limit. So if you do pull me over, then I have an attitude.
Number 4, white girls think their white privilege extends to you. The most dangerous weapon a black man can have in his car when he gets pulled over by a white cop is a white girl, because white girls don't respect cops, right? So license and registration, please, dude, your white girlfriend is gonna be like, what the are you pulling him over for? He has his rights, blah 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 blah. She thinks that because she's white and in the car with you, that the cop is then going to extend her white privilege to you.
What kind of girlfriend does he have?
Actually, I have been in this situation before, though. A long time ago. I was asked for my license and registration. I think this is when I was 21, 22. And all of a sudden from the passenger seat, why do you need his license and registration? Can you shut up? I don't think this is right. Why'd you pull him up? Can you sit over there at the passenger seat and shut up? Here you go. I'm sorry. Here you go. I don't think this is right. Okay. All right. But I've only had that happen one time in my life. And so the thing is that I can see that. Because here's the thing. Like I said, if I haven't done anything wrong, nowadays, I will say something. And I'll say something politely, but they'll understand that I'm frustrated. But when I was younger, it's like, no. Because I had this whole mindset that I had grown up with and that had been beaten and programmed to me is that black people always got to have a problem with cops. Is that I didn't question stuff when I was young because I thought I was going to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But now, listen, I ask questions.
You have rights too. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, I didn't know because I had been programmed as a young black man to fear cops, when I get pulled over. Now that I've had a lot of experience with cops.
I think it depends on how you grow up because I was programmed to fear cops as well. And I still do.
Okay, well, it might be everybody then.
Obviously, as a black man, we know that it certainly does not work that way. But you have to understand, you're going to have to explain this to your girlfriend. Hey, listen, your white privilege doesn't extend to me, right? You're going to trying to get me shot. You want to get me shot? Well, they're not going to shoot you. I'm white. No, sweetie. They'll cap out of me. They're not going to cap you. They're going to cap me. Shut the up, sit there, and let me handle my business.
Have we ever been pulled over together?
On the bike.
Did you say anything?
I'm going to have to start using that. I did not even know that I had that superpower.
Did you say anything, though? I can't remember if you said anything.
No, I probably didn't because I'm scared of cops.
Anytime we get pulled over, just let me do the talking. I've got experience. I don't need you coming out of the wilds with anything.
I really don't think I would have anything to say.
Yeah, but
unless I saw something go bad, like that should not have gone that way. Then I would definitely say something. But no, especially, when we got pulled over, you were in the wrong. So I sat quiet.
Most of the time, 85% of the time, I get pulled over in the wrong. And so here's what I'll say, is that it seems like if we get pulled over and you start talking, I'm going to be the one trying to keep you out of jail. Because I'm going to be good. I'm a pro at this.
I don't know. I might have to test my privilege.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll pick you up the next morning because they hold you overnight.
Couple of final thoughts here that you're really, really going to have to sort of understand about white women is they never think things are ever good enough. Okay? And this actually blends with the last one. White girls always find something to complain about.
White girls?
I don't know. I feel like that's women in general.
Yeah. I am sure it is just women in general.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a white girl thing.
Because I don't even know that white girls complain of just as much or more than any other race.
Yeah, I think that's just women in general. The thing is that it's all, if all that you have dated, or all that you have dated for the last, few years, or the last couple of people you dated have been white girls, and then you're gonna have this like white girls complain. White girls do complain. White women actually complain quite a bit. Now, black women complain quite a bit too, because I have dated some black women, but I think they're different complaints. They're okay, so they're same complaints, but they're also different complaints.
I think women in general complain.
Is anything ever good enough for you?
Yes.
Things are okay. And
that would be something that you would probably need to answer. I mean, I feel like things are good enough for me. I have certain needs from you that I need, and that's the only time I'll get on your case is if my needs aren't being met for something that I depend on you for.
I think women do have some valid complaints. Men do have some valid complaints too, but
yeah, but they're gender complaints. They're not color complaints.
Yeah. I agree with you on that. Yeah. But white women never happy though.
I love Devin to death. She's a good woman. She's good to me.
Yeah, like why are you with a white woman if you got so many bad things to say about white women?
You talking about me?
No, I'm talking about him and Devin.
Oh,
whoever he is.
Oh no, he likes to dunk on Devin all the time, so he just uses Devin for content. So yeah.
White girls live great lives. They live lives of privilege.
Do you live a life of privilege?
He really generalizes like all white girls in with his girlfriend.
I don't know.
A life of privilege?
I don't know what the life of privilege is.
I mean, I could tell you that I have bruises up and down my legs, probably calluses on my hands. I mean,
what have you been doing?
A life of privilege? I was painting this weekend.
Oh.
I mean, I carry stuff. I put stuff up in the attic. I had to fix the air conditioning unit. Like, a life of privilege would probably just make a phone call and have somebody come do it. But no, I do stuff for myself.
I mean, but can you call somebody to have them come do it?
Yes, but why would I call somebody to come do something that I can do myself?
That is a privilege. But anyway, but you fix the air.
But that's just white women?
I don't know. But anyway, but you fix the air conditioning unit, or we fixed the air conditioning?
We did.
Okay, you said you. You said I fixed the air conditioning?
I was up there for a good 10 minutes by myself before you got out of bed and came up and felt bad because you were probably thinking, if I don't get up, she's going to complain about this. She's going to start slamming stuff.
I mean, I can sleep through that. It was, just trying to be chivalrous. I can't even say the word. Don't even roll off my tongue well. But anyway, but no, listen, there is a privilege in having the choice to be able to do something yourself. And
let me just say, there was probably a good 15 years where I didn't have the privilege.
Yeah, that was a long time.
To be able to do stuff to be able to call somebody. I had to do it myself.
Yeah.
So it's not so much
character. It does.
Strength.
It builds character.
It builds strength and it gives you some knowledge. So then when you have the chance and you have the money and you're in a better place and you can call somebody, you don't need to because you know you can do it yourself.
You're supposed to pay it forward at that point in time. That's what you're supposed to do.
I mean, I'll help somebody else. I'll show somebody else or I'll tell them how I learned. Just watch a YouTube video. You can learn anything. I've changed doorknobs, capacitors.
They want cold hard cash in the hand. They don't want to learn that. They want to come and do your job halfway.
Some people are lazy.
And then they want to come do your job halfway. And then when they leave, you got to fix whatever they messed up.
Some people are lazy. But I don't think it's fair of him to say that all white women are privileged. They're not. I do agree with his first statement, and that's it out of all 6 of them.
Some things aren't good enough. I think we're hitting on that, and then white women complain.
All women complain.
If we could sum this up, is this a white woman thing or is this an all woman thing? For me, listen, not much of a difference between white women and black women. You're going to have your ups and you're going to have your downs no matter what color they are. And the thing is that you just got to learn to adjust to the woman that you're with, whether she's white or whether she's black. Because every woman is a little different than every other woman. And you have to adjust to the woman that you're with. That's all I got to say.
And just when you figure her out, she's going to change. Because we're different every day.